hope you all enjoyed the sustainability wellness exercise with Master Casey Ong and had a wonderful time networking during our registration and morning refreshment. The air is electric and we are so excited to have you here at the beautiful Royal Tulip Jimbaran in Bali, Indonesia. My name is Mita Wulandari and I will be your host for today's momentous event. Ladies and gentlemen, before we officially begin, please allow me to share a few housekeeping notes. Firstly, we need to ensure your mobile phone are switched to silent mode. The restrooms are located on the right side of the hall, down the stairs to the left. If you're likely in the event of an emergency, please follow the direction of our staff on duty and proceed calmly to the nearest exit. The Asia Pacific Sustainability Conference and Award 2025 in Bali, proudly brought to you by Sustainable Business Network Association Malaysia, SASNET, Omni Integra Singapore, and Bali Illa, Indonesia. And also, ladies and gentlemen, to commence our program in the spirit of our nation, Indonesia, I invite all delegates to please stand up as we sing our national anthem, Indonesia Raya. Have a seat. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please, right now, turn your attention to the screen for a special video presentation introducing the incredible speakers we have lined up for you today.
3, 2, 1.
Change across Asia Pacific. Keynote speaker, engineer, technologist Shamsul Bahar, Maud Noor, former CEO of Malaysian Green Technology and Climate Change Corporation, MGTC. Keynote speaker YBHG, Haji Muhammad Zahri, Haji Samingon, Mayor of Petaling Jaya City Council, MBPJ. Keynote address, Aigede Putu Rahman Deshanta, CEO of Baliola. Title, Harnessing Data and Technology to Revolutionize the Biodynamics Industry. Special speaker Dr. Eda Bagus Kesnawa, President, Biodynamic Association of Indonesia. Title, Biodynamic Movement. Speaker 1, TS, Dr. Norsaidatul Akmal Mazelan, Founding Chairman and Secretary General, Sustainable Business Network Association Malaysia, SUSNET. Title, Circular, Economy and Partnership in Goals. Dr. Daniel C.F. Ang, Director, Omni Integra LLP. Title, Nutrition Sensitive Agriculture Beyond Calories. Speaker 3, Dr. Winardi Sani, President Commissioner, PT Solare, RCR Energy TBK. Title, Risk Management in Agriculture. Speaker 4, DC Fakhria, Chalid Managing Director and Principal Consultant PT, Interlink Technology Services, Indonesia, ITSI Consulting. Title, Climate Risk Assessment and Adaptation Strategies. Speaker 5, Budi Darmawan, Honorary Member, Taratak Group. Title, Circular Economy Principles in Agri-Food Systems. Speaker 6, LAR, Dr. Farah Diba Binti Badrul Hisham, Head of Technology Development Unit, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, Ministry of Higher Education, Malaysia. Title, Polytechnic Nilai, Driving the Green Circular Economy Transition for a Sustainable Future. Speaker 7, Thilma Kamaling, Sustainability Activist and Technology Catalyst, Indonesia Tuna Consortium. Title, Ocean-Based Solutions for Food, Security in a Changing Climate. Speaker 8, Putu Swesti Prahayani, President Director, PT Astana di Karya Utama, Astamanah Liam. Turning waste into land nutrition. From ideas to action, from passion to progress, these are the change makers transforming our world. Leaders, innovators, change makers. The future of sustainability begins with you.
What a powerful introduction. Please give a big round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. And right now, it is my honor to invite to the stage a distinguished speaker in the field of sustainability. Please join me in extending a warm Bali welcome to Technologies Dr. Norsaidatul Akmal Mazelan, and Founding Chairman and Secretary General of SUSNET for her welcoming remarks.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning to every one of you. It is indeed honor to be here, especially to meet my friends, my colleagues, my people who have come all the way from Malaysia, and of course to meet new friends, definitely from people from itself, Bali, and also I know they come from Jakarta, Surabaya, and many other places. As an introduction, I want to share with you what this honorable day gives us today. It's a blessing because we know that this is the 4th Asia Pacific Sustainability Conference and Walks. We did the first last year, we did the second in May, again on the topic of biodynamics and food security. We had another one in August this year on health, beauty and wellness for people and planet. We had a 4th one now in Bali because we're going to move from one city to the other. And after this, on biodynamics, we're going to also help to make you go into Egypt, where the father of biodynamics is there, right in the heart of the desert of Egypt. 44 years ago, the discovery of biodynamics really lead the meaning of organic farming and lead the meaning of the true food, we call food security, and more so now when people talk about carbon credit, people have no idea how to bring back that credit to the farmers. But now, if you were to go to Egypt, I have witnessed it, 20,000 farmers in the middle of the desert has received their carbon credit, which most of the time, especially from people who are new, who have never understood soilology, really wanted to think that carbon credit only come from the forest. It also come from the soil. So this is where the true meaning of biodynamics is to go back to basic. And many people do not understood the meaning because it was never termed as biodynamics before. This is not a new term, but it was academically written as a new term. So for people who have done the biodynamics in the past, the farmers, our great-grandfathers, they have done it. And that's why we were so healthy. We were so strong. But now you see the community in our region are getting more weak because they're not eating the right healthy food. Imagine in 2065, people will be fighting for food, the right quality food. I came from a government agency before. I was from Ministry of Finance. We are one of the people who developed the vision of 2020. And what we enjoy now is the vision of the people who did something good for us. But now we have enjoyed it. What do we give back? We need to give back to the future for the next 40 years and not to forget what we benefit and what blessings we have. We must know how to give back. And that must come from your truly heart and soul, which is the purpose of us coming to this earth. So what more if we have the earth, but yet we destroy our own earth? That's why you see the carbon crisis or the climate crisis has given us a message. We have to balance out the earth with the right meaning of soilology, food security, the carbon emission, the carbon credit, the technology, the blockchain. And this is where I have lined up all the speakers because we are all interrelated. We are all integrated. But if we were to work alone, we'll never able to achieve it. That's why, as part of the slogan of today, which is Serumpun, we got to bring back our roots. Alright? We come from the Malay Archipelago. Wherever we travel, we come from the same route. So that's why we have the same culture, the same language, the same values, and the same community. So what did we give back to the people who have done justice to us? So we need to protect the future, and I have lined up the speakers. Number one is to heal back the soil. That's why we have speakers to heal back the soil. That's why biodynamic is to pulihkan balik tanah yang gersang, yang rosak. That's why. Number two, supporting our community. Do not forget, it's not about advancement in education. Bukan kerana kita pandai dalam mata pelajaran maka kita advance. The most important thing is how do you bring the community to work together with you? Job opportunity come with the community, not because of education. The community must learn how to benefit each other. Use of everything smartly. Everybody is so scared of AI. Everybody is so worried about technology. But how do you make them become friendly? How do you make them become humanized? We must have human values. We know that our economy is driven by trade. How do you make trust, integrity, trackability? Everybody knows about halal community, but has halal community really pushed to the borders of the world? Or are we being pushed back? Because we did not have the chemistry to understood why governance is very important. Governance is not just compliance. Governance is about integrity, trustworthy, and transparency. And that's why we bring the people to speak, but not to say that we got to reduce the quality of the food. That's why food nutrients is very important. We need back the organic element of the soil. We need to bring back the worms back to the soil. We need the biodynamics, the biodiversity. We need the fauna and the flora. We must be friendly with the animals, not make them our enemies. They have given us so much, but what did we protect them? So my welcome remark is that we are together today. We are going to stay together tomorrow and the next future. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you, all of you who have come here all the way across the sea and to visit us in this special moment, in this special hotel called Royal Tulip, and I hope we all can benefit ourselves for the next 3 days, because tomorrow is a site visit and the next day there's another interesting conference which one of our speakers will share with you, that we know we are going to be better if we are together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Wu. Please have a seat. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our next address comes from the leadership of SUSNET. Though he cannot be with us in person, we are privileged to share his message. Please welcome via video presentation the President of SUSNET, Mr. Jamaluddin Hussein.
Good evening from the Netherlands. Or should I say, Selamat Malam to all of you in beautiful Bali. As President of SUSNET, it is a true honor to welcome you to the Asia Pacific Sustainability Conference and Award 2025. Tonight, we gather not only to recognize achievement, but to take the next step from recognition to regional action. First, my heartfelt thanks to our distinguished guests and speakers particularly. Your knowledge and insight are the compass guiding this movement. And to our partners, Banyola and Omni Integra, thank you for embodying the spirit of Serumpun, unity, collaboration, and shared purpose. Together, we are turning dialogue into impact. This evening, we celebrate 25 extraordinary awardees who prove that profitability and sustainability can thrive together. But let us remember, this award is not the final destination. It is an invitation to lead. That leadership begins tonight with the launch of the Asia Pacific Sustainability CEO Circle. This circle unites our awardees into a community of pioneers and elite force committed to shaping policy, guiding investment, and setting the standard for sustainable growth. Your mission is clear: to drive change across 4 areas that will define our region's future. One is the dynamic and food security, securing a resilient and transparent food system. Second, health, wellness, and beauty, advancing prosperity that serves both people and planet. Third, operational excellence, making ESG a driver of innovation and long-term value. And lastly, AI for education, unlocking knowledge and empowering the next generation. Awardees, you are not alone. Together, your collective influence is greater than any single achievement. Together, You are building the future we aspire to. And how fitting that we begin this journey here in Bali, the first time SASNET has held its Asia Pacific Conference overseas. This moment marks the beginning of many more such milestones. Congratulations to all of you. May this gathering not only celebrate your success, but ignite your leadership for 2026 and beyond. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Mr. Jamal. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to make a special announcement today on the appointment of the first chairman of the Asia Pacific Sustainability CEO Circle. Before we announce, I would like to invite to the stage technologist Dr. Nur Saidatul Akbar and engineer technologist Samsul Bahar Muhammad Nur to the stage. We are proudly to announce the appointment of Dr. Daniel C.F. Ang as the first chairman of the Asia Pacific Sustainability CEO of Circle. Next conversation, please. On 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Thank you so much. Once again, congratulations, Dr. Daniel. We look forward to exciting things from the CEO Circle. Thank you so much. Please have a seat, ladies and gentlemen. Now we move into our keynote session focusing on pivotal technologies for a sustainable future. Our first keynote speaker is a visionary in agricultural innovation. He will be speaking on the ARM platform Empowering Farmer. Please welcome our first keynote speaker, engineer technologist Samsul Bahar Muhammad Nur, Managing Director Quantum Partner Group.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, distinguished leaders, colleagues, friends. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, bapak-bapak, ibu-ibu. Apa kabar semua? Thank you for inviting me to be here in beautiful Bali. I came to Bali airport so many times on the route to Timor-Leste. Timor-Leste was just invited to join ASEAN just recently. So I was in Timor-Leste for so many times, but today I'm here and finally I get to see beautiful Bali. Thank you very much for inviting. Now, let me begin by telling a story. It is close to my heart, a reality that surrounds many of our growers, season after season. I know it well because I am a farmer too. It is dawn in the Balinese rice field. A farmer stands in the middle of a paddy. The air is cool, but the ground still remembers last season. First, the rain did not come. Weeks of drought cracked the earth. The soil hardened, solid as a rock. She walked it anyway, counting seedlings, counting days, counting deaths. Then the sky broke open. Punishment, not rain. Water rushed in and stayed too long. Seedlings were washed away, her season's hope slipped under the flood. Prices spiked. She sold her last set early, just to pay the men who stand by her at harvest. She kept paying, kept borrowing. And when the numbers would not slip, neither did she. This morning, she did something different. One tap, the app lights up. Soil moisture steady. Overhead, the satellite says canopy is alive. Downstream, the buyer has locked a forward payment. Out back, a digester hums waste into heat, into power, into income. Soil, water, energy, and delivery. Each piece stood proof to a ledger, a buyer, a supplier, and a funder can see. This is resilient that you can bank. This is the future of ASEAN, not a slogan, a system that lets us anticipate shocks, absorb them, adapt to them, and even accelerate after them. We call it ASEAN Resilient Metrics for Sustainability, or APS. In other words, this is agriculture regenerative metrics system. We can arm our farmers, our SMEs, our cities, or metrics that protect lives, livelihood, and balance sheet. Why start with metrics? Because what we can measure, we can manage. And what we can manage, we can finance. If we want real money to flow into food security, water system, clean energy, and nature repair, we must show outcomes a smallholder understand. A mayor can explain, a credit committee can price. Keep it simple, keep it honest, and keep it auditable. Here's the heart of it. In one single screen. Yield stability across seasons, water retained where rain falls, on-site energy a farm or estate makes for itself, soil carbon, life held in ground, biodiversity, life returning to the landscape, and the one that changes behavior fastest, payout speed after delivery. This is the situation that most farmers are facing. Because climate change is real, you can not predict how the season will be coming over. Either a month time it will be raining, or a month time there will be drought. But what we are devising a system that could predict and could find the best mean and when to start your plantation, because these are real and this will be the major item, the major solution that we have to come up with on how to overcome all this situation. Now, and the measure needs to be light enough to use, strong enough to trust. Maybe the next slide will actually show that. Privacy by design, so farmers own their data and only share what is needed to settle payments. This is a system that in a single app, you can know when the next rain will be coming, when you're going to start your planting, when the seedling needs to be put in. And not only that, we're also looking on how the farmers would benefit. And just remember this, I'm a farmer. I got a piece of land in up north in Malaysia. We grow a lot of crops. However, there are situations whereby rain did not come, that we face massive, huge increment of our financing. Banks will not come in because our crops dry up. So with this single apps, we could predict when will be the flood. And if there are floods, we try to do measures to eradicate them. Now, just imagine, we have this system and the farmers do not have to pay. This is free. The app that we are providing is free. And what the farmers need to do is just to ensure that they lock in these apps, and the buyers, the banks, the supplier will pay. They pay for the system itself. I will share this with you for those who are very interested and keen in doing so. And with this, we would like to collaborate with SASNET to bring it across the whole ASEAN, not only just looking at Malaysia or Indonesia, but across to Thailand, to Myanmar, to Laos, and we're talking to other ASEAN countries as well. Now, We must make it very simple. So the purpose of this app is to have one app, one login, one clear view of the things that matter most. When rain falls, on-site energy are made from the soil. Just give you an example. When it is at a dairy farm, we just do not throw away the manure. The manure will be collected and turned into biogas, and biogas will generate energy. So this is how the whole ecosystem works. So the farmers need to have these single apps, and with these single apps, they can predict and they can plan better. The result is very easy. Buyers and banks can link payment immediately to the farmers and provide better loan terms to prove on the screen and the performance, replacing promises. Provinces and corporations can publish a one-page apps scorecard each quarter, so progress are visible, comparable, investable, no treaties required, no new bureaucracy, just a common lens. Anyone and anywhere can adopt tomorrow. Now let us return back to the farmer at dawn. She still watches the sky, she still works on the soil, but today she does not stand alone. Because what we can focus on is the resilience that can be measured. Her effort is monetized, her trust is rewarded with speed. She can play, she can hire, she can sleep. This is not just good ethics, it is a good risk management. It lowers volatility, lowers borrowing costs, and raises living standard, and it restores the ecosystem that feeds us, power us, and shield us. Resilience is not a cost center. It is a cash flow strategy. When we measure it, and when we can settle it quickly and fairly. If you lead a brand, a bank, a province, or you build the rails, recognize arms metric in your commitments. Bring your signature, bring your data, bring your will. Let us together measure and get finance. What gets financed will scale up. Let us scale resilient across ASEAN, starting here, starting now. So this is what we are trying to propose. If we could collectively be embarking upon a single app that all farmers can work upon. Thousands of farmers from Indonesia, from Malaysia, from Thailand, from all over ASEAN can benefit. Just remember that by 2030, ASEAN will be the 4th largest economy in the world. And how do we do so? By doing collectively. Togetherness, we can work the wonders. So, terima kasih banyak. Thank you very much. And we hope that we could work together. Assalamualaikum.